My name is Becca. I'm an elementary school counselor and I love to use children's literature to teach social emotional learning topics. So today I will do a reader review of my 5 favorite picture books to teach empathy. And these picture books are in no particular order. The first one is I Walk with Vanessa by Kerascoet. And one thing that makes this book really unique is that there are no words, just lovely pictures. And so the story through the pictures is told of a little girl named Vanessa who's new to a school and she starts to become bullied, and how another little girl steps in to walk with her. And so what's neat about this book is if you're working with a group of students or a classroom of students, they could write their own dialogue and story to go along with the pictures. So it really helps them to get involved and to get into the heads and into this perspective of the characters. Another one of my favorites is called The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig. This is another one that deals with bullying prevention. And so the main character of the story is being isolated and ostracized by other characters. And sometimes it's unclear whether those other characters really understand that they are isolating this main character. And then a new student comes to the scene who befriends the boy in the story, and they work together, and because they're friends, they're able to include others in their group. So it's a great story to teach bullying. And my third pick is called The Rabbit Listened by Cori Doerrfeld. The main character of this story is named Taylor, and one unique thing about the book is that there are no pronouns attached to Taylor, so Taylor is only referred to by the name. And this book is a great lesson on empathy, what to do and what not to do. So Taylor has created a big tower, and the tower gets destroyed. So all of these other characters come in and try to tell Taylor what to do. So they tell Taylor to rebuild it, or they tell Taylor how to fix it, or they tell Taylor to get mad at someone else because this happened to them. And of course, Taylor isn't really feeling any of those things. And so finally, the rabbit comes in, and the rabbit just sits with Taylor and listens to Taylor. And over time, Taylor becomes and builds their confidence and able to rebuild the tower and make it even better. So it's a good lesson in how to react and how not to react when someone is telling us a story and that other person needs empathy. My next pick is called Nobody Hugs a Cactus by Goodrich. The main character of this story is a cactus named Hank. And Hank has, well, a prickly personality. He's irritable, he's hard to get along with. And this is another book where there's a string of characters that come in and try to engage with the main character. So all these characters that come in try to engage with Hank. Hank is irritable, and then the other characters are irritable right back. And so the conclusion is made, nobody wants to hug a cactus. And Hank starts to feel that way about himself. Why would anybody want to hug me? Well, throughout the whole book, there's another character, a tumbleweed named Rosie, who's persistently kind to the cactus, to Hank, even when Hank is irritable. And so at the end of the story, you see that Rosie befriends Hank and gives Hank a hug and finds out that maybe a hug can help you feel a little bit less lonely. So that's another pick. And then my last pick is called Strictly No Elephants, and it's by Mantchev. This book is about empathy. It's also about inclusion, where a pair of kids have some very unusual pets, and the pet club that they're trying to join won't let them in because one has an elephant for a pet and the other has a skunk. And through the course of this story, the idea of inclusion is revealed in having empathy and putting yourself in someone else's shoes. And at the end of the story, these 2 kids make a pet club that everyone is welcome to join. So those are my 5 picks to teach empathy in your classrooms. I hope you enjoyed them, and stay tuned for some more lists coming up.